Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy JB.
It's your boy Jerry.
And welcome to the Roll the Sleeves podcast. So check it. Pretty much tattoos are the biggest icebreaker for any conversation. You know, if you're meeting a chick, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
Meet a chick, stay at a bar, meet a chick, out and about. You know, tattoos are an icebreaker, man.
Yeah.
You know, you go to a barber shop, you don't know the barber. Immediately the icebreaker is, hey, you got tattoos. If they see it on your neck, they see it on your hands, they see it anywhere else, you know? Jerry, being a tattoo shop manager at a tattoo parlor, you know, District 36 Tattoo Parlor, right? Located in Passaic, New Jersey. But being a manager at a tattoo shop, obviously you don't do tattoos, but before that, you know, people seeing your tattoos in any job and career.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there was a you know, like a icebreaker for a quiet conversation or something?
Yeah, of course. That's where everything. Anywhere you go, they would ask me where I would go to get my tattoos, when did I get my first tattoo, how old was I, you know, that type of stuff.
But what do you say out of the tattoos that you have would you know, be a basement tat?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
That one.
Okay.
This whole fucking arm and my chest.
Okay.
And then I met you, what, 6 years ago?
Yeah, about 6 years ago.
We did that tat, and then we never stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, you pretty much, like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, an icebreaker. Tattoos are the icebreaker.
They are.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, personally for me, like if I'm out with my family, I'm out with my kids, I'm at the school event, or I'm at a bar, or I'm out to eat, like anything like that, even on vacation. And at the end of the day, the first thing that they're going to point out or look at is going to be 100% your appearance. So I just feel like, even at me as a tattoo artist, you know, I'm always promoting myself, hands down. So tattoo artists always promote yourself out there. But I always promote myself. When it comes down to like me at a restaurant and the server's there, you know, it's always something like, oh, nice tattoos. And I'm like, oh, I'm a tattoo artist. So I'm always throwing it out there where, you know,
yeah, it's
I'm a
smart.
tattoo artist.
Nah, you have to.
But I think, like, you know, I've been to a lot of barbers where immediately if I see them with a tattoo on their arm or the neck, or they see, you know, I have a head tattoo there. So when they're cutting my hair, giving me a fade, immediately they're going to, you know, talk about tattoos.
Yeah.
So it becomes an icebreaker for a thing like that. And I feel like, you know, with this podcast, Roll the Sleeves is, you know, introducing, you know, talking about, you know, tattoos, obviously, because that's the icebreaker of it all, but also introducing a lot of these successful pioneers, successful entrepreneurs that, you know, they were, you know, when they first just started tattooing, or not tattooing, but first careers and stuff, how it was with, you know, pretty much like with no tattoos compared to like what they're getting now.
Yeah.
You know, like think about it, Jerry. When you had your you know, whatever job you were at.
Yeah.
Any job you were was it like strict?
No. To be honest, none of my jobs, for real. Because they were all like blue collar stuff. They didn't really care. You know, I never really had to cover up anything. Nobody really judged me. Because at the end of the day, the tattoos don't, how do you say it? Like, don't define you. You know what I mean? Your character defines you. So if you just come off as like a good person, like, and you talk well to people and give respect, they ain't gonna care about your tattoos. That's my opinion. But there's some people out there that are. But
like when you were doing even those type of, because before you were a tattoo shop like manager, obviously everybody, we see it at the tattoo shop every day, and you get a lot of them where customers come in and immediately they see your tattoos, you're a manager at the shop or you work in the front, and immediately they're saying to you like, you a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's like the catch right there. You're the lover boy.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
So you was the lover boy. You feel me?
Yeah.
The whole situation with lover boy thing, you know, you getting more tattoos. You got tats on your neck, tats on his head. You feel me? You know, when I met Jerry, I want everybody to understand. When I met Jerry, Jerry wasn't Jerry now. Like Jerry was not doing like a microderm on the face. Like Jerry was just plain Jane Jerry. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like he said, blue collar job, coming here dirty as hell. You know what I mean? You know, he's like, yeah, I just did construction for this guy, and I'm coming to the shop. And,
it's true.
Hi guys, how you doing?
It's true. It's true.
Now he is the manager of District 36 Tattoo Parlor, and it's freaking awesome. But now he's like copy. So I got a microdermal. He's like, I'm gonna get a microdermal. This guy didn't have his ears pierced. All of a sudden has his ears pierced. What's the craziest, I guess, piercing you got since you've been here as manager of the shop?
Oh, my nipples. That was fun. The freaky dinky boy.
That's crazy because I never thought that you would get to that point. Like the nipples, dude. Like the piercing. That shit looked like it hurt. That shit looked like it hurt. I never got my nipple pierced. I ain't planning to get my nipple pierced. I had a lot of piercings, so I did have my eyebrow. I did have, my snake bites, nose. Like I had all that stuff, but eventually over time, like you know what I mean. Being tattooing over the years, I just eventually just said I'm taking it off. But like I see you like where you didn't have it, and now all of a sudden you going in with all these piercings. So like the attractions of that, like you know, obviously with tattoos, you got a lot more tattoos. You got the piercings, like the lover boy status. Do you think the lover boy status helped you out well, like with the tattoos and the piercings and everything like that? You know, besides your like, you know,
nah. Didn't help, to be honest.
Did it help?
Nah.
No?
I tried. Don't fucking help, bro.
Like nothing for the tattoo?
Nothing for the tattoo. I don't get nowhere. Yeah. You know me.
Yeah. So anyway,
you know me.
But I think it definitely,
like you said though, it's a good icebreaker for people to talk to you at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like as an icebreaker, I feel like I've been in airports where like I'm just sitting there waiting for a flight by myself, and somebody sees a tattoo on me, or stuff like that, or they see me like sketching on the plane, or sketching like while I'm waiting, immediately they're asking. Yeah. So I feel like tattoos are a full on icebreaker, even or relationship wise, you see a chick, you see a girl, you know, like who does your tag?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
a
the
nice
perfect
tag.
one. That's my go-to, to be honest with you.
What is it?
I like your tattoos.
So that's like the go-to combo.
Start showing them my tattoos.
Okay. So you like take your shirt off, and then you like suck in your little gut.
Fuck you.
And then you like tip over your chest, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's Jerry.
If that's what floats for you, you know what I mean? That's what it is. I got more of an easier job. It was like, oh shit, you got tattoos. Oh,
Yeah.
And what's your last one?
Let me cover that one up.
Yeah, cool. That's ugly tag.
Cover that shit up.
Nah. But I feel like definitely an icebreaker into the conversation of tattooing, and I feel like even the times that I even started tattooing, I worked a lot of jobs. So I worked in warehouses. I worked at car dealership. I worked like a lot of jobs, I'm gonna be honest with you. And there was jobs where like, oh, you gotta cover your tattoos on my hands, my neck. Yeah. And obviously it's like I couldn't have certain particular tattoos in a certain area. So for me, I caught the drift of that. Yeah. Until I really pursued got into more of a full time of being a tattoo artist and just I guess just taking that career serious to the point like if I tattoo my head, my face, like it doesn't really bother at that point. I feel like the industry nowadays too is definitely have grown over the past couple years now.
I believe it.
We're like so open.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's so open with the tattoos. It's so open with like with jobs too. You feel me? I feel like if it's not something that's like crazy. There's not. But being at the tattoo shop as a manager here at the tattoo shop, right? You started being a manager here about 3 months ago. Yeah. Is there something? Because now, like you were basically at the point of you were just a customer.
Yeah. And a friend.
Right? So you were a customer, at a time. Yeah. So you were a customer. When you were a customer, you didn't see the back end of the tattoo. Like tattoo shop or like what goes behind the scenes of like artists and the boss and then artists. So like what is your like give me some of your opinions. Like give me some of your experiences.
I love it though. Like I love just being here, bro. You see me getting here early and just like setting you up. I just like even just setting you up. I can, you know what I mean? I just love doing that. Just getting my hand on a tattoo machine. Even though I don't tattoo, but you teaching me like
he's touching my tattoo machine way too much.
I touch the tattoo machine. I did.
Way too much.
But even you teaching me a round shader, a line shader, like you teaching me the sizes, how to organize even your station. Like I love it, and seeing how much really goes into it, I got a lot more respect for it now. Yeah,
so you got a lot more respect to it. That's good. That's good. Now what about like I said, you were the customer. So obviously, like dealing with like having a tattoo artist think about a design or do a design XYZ. Now you are the manager. What would you say, since you've been here for 3 months, right? What is the wildest, I guess, tattoo you've seen since being here? Maybe the wildest, maybe the craziest, maybe the why did they get that? What do you see?
Being here, like
being here for like the 3 months, like whatever, yeah.
Since working here. Oh, this was funny. They it's not the wildest, but it's pretty cool. But like Lewis did a couple months ago. These two kids, they saved a picture of a drawing they both drew of their teacher. They used to always draw on the chalkboard to fuck with them and shit like that. So they still had the picture from like 10 years ago, and it was so shitty, bro. It was like the worst fucking design ever, bro. This fucking teacher, bro. They both got it tatted just to have that memory. So I like
of the teacher,
bro. Like it was like Doodle Bob, like that shit. That's like the wildest one.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's actually pretty dope.
I like
that's
that
pretty
too.
awesome. I see the ones that's like I have my kids draw something and I put it on me. But like for you and your friend to say like I got this Doodle Bob design and we used to draw about this teacher.
They had a whole story, bro. It was amazing. It was really it was dope.
That's actually a fun thing.
That was fun. That's like the wildest one I've seen. Like
creative, wild.
Placement wise, I mean, I don't know. See girls getting tatted on their butt and stuff like that, but that's not that crazy to me.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like a lot of people, they always be like, "Oh, you tattooing the chick's butt. That must be the craziest thing." Yeah. You tattooing, their chest, like. That's not really crazy. I feel like, in the beginning, before you were a manager at the shop, right? Yeah. As a customer, you're probably like, oh, what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Like, I want a tattoo booty. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm talking about, But, like, now as a manager, you see it like...
Yeah, it's really not that crazy. It's common, The craziest places I think people get them is the face, because we had... Adrian do a face tat not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not that crazy because it is getting more common, but that's I personally wouldn't get a face tattoo. I got the head tat, kind of goes on my face, but I wouldn't really get anything like below my eyes or something like that. I don't think so. Maybe down the line. If I go bald, you're tatting my head though, my whole fucking head.
Well, your hairline's already. But you show the camera how your hairline.
It's not that bad,
pushed
bro.
back.
It's not that bad.
You gotta show the hairline though. You're not even showing the hairline. You gotta lift your head and show the hairline.
Oh my God!
Nah.
But yeah,
that hairline gotta get touched up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I do SMP, so hit me up.
Yeah, he does.
But no, that's crazy. But yeah, I don't think that's like a big thing anymore.
Nah.
Face tattoos is probably the biggest, maybe the wild thing. But I feel like with the generation, with the tattoos of like now, I feel like face tattoos are becoming very common.
Yeah, they are.
But like the simple stuff, like like I don't know, you're getting them with fucking anchors, they fucking all these little shit on them, a bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
That's some wild shit.
But
yeah, I want to do that. But yeah, you never know. When I used to work construction, those fucking guys were like, I had guys everywhere tatted about that even. Like that's why I kind of liked working construction because those guys didn't really give a fuck about anything. Never got judged for shit.
Obviously, being the manager of the shop, what do you say is the toughest? So that people, our listeners can really see this and show like in the tattoo shop, as a manager of the shop. You feel me? What do you think is the toughest thing that goes on with being a shop manager?
Toughest thing? I'd say. Let me think. That's a good question. To be honest with you, toughest thing. Choosing, letting the client, choose the right artist for them. Because I never want to steer them. Obviously, all of our artists are dope. Like they do the best work possible.
Of course.
I mean, but everybody does have their own preference. Not everybody like me. Like you can tattoo whatever you want.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have their preference of what they want. Whether they want a Japanese style artist like that.
Yeah.
So I try to not steer people wrong if they want to book an appointment. I always tell people, just look at our Instagram, look at our website. That's your best option to choose your artist. And then they'll say, no, I really don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, if you don't care, I'll give you one of my artists, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But my fear is that when I do that, they walk out. They're like, nah, I don't really like your work. I don't really like your vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that goes into a lot of it too, the artist vibe.
Yeah, I feel like, a lot of people, when it comes down to tattoos, when it comes down to picking their type of artist, they're picking like what type of artwork they like. Like, I'm not afraid of that. Like, I'll tell my clients straight up, anybody want to get tatted by me, or whoever wants to check out my work. Maybe I'm not the artist for you. Yeah, I think that's okay.
That's the smartest way to do it.
I think that's the biggest thing. It's okay, because like there's so many like amazing tattoo artists out here that their styles with even fine lines for realism, traditional. Like, there's so many stuff that they do that's amazing that I feel like, that maybe I'm not the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like in the tattoo shop, like the hardest thing would probably be like, I feel like it would be like when you have a conversation with a client and they're just stuck on this Google image.
Yeah, that's that too. You always complain about that.
You know what I mean? I think that's my biggest thing. That's a little pet peeve of a client getting tagged. It's like when you come to me and you show me Google, and I'm like, all right, I get the concept, I get the reference, but we're gonna change it up and do it a similar idea of it, but it can't be like Google. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And then be like, I want it like that.
Just like that.
I'm like, I'm gonna give it to you. So
and then it looks like you're copying and pasting something like that. It looks like you're not putting your own flair in it. That's why I always say put your own flair into your tattoos that you do.
No, I feel like that right there alone is always gonna be an issue and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like for me tattooing for 18 years, I feel like I've learned over the years, and even spoke to a lot of like really good tattoo artists that I appreciate, where it came down to me questioning that. Hey, listen, what about if you got a client who's stuck on the Google thing? They told me, hey, listen, this is what you do. Shout out to Adam Ray is the one actually, he actually put me onto this because I asked him this question. So shout out to Adam, but he had told me like, hey, listen, if a customer comes up to you and they want that Google picture, I would recommend, like he was saying, like stencil up or design the Google tattoo that they did, but then also design something that is your type of design or your idea that's the same reference of it, but your way that you would go with it and more cleaner. And then when they come in for that consultation or that tattoo or whatever, you show them both designs.
Gotcha. That's smart.
And ever since then, man, I think that's where like a lot of it changed in my career, in my designing, and the way I talk to customers. And I feel like that was dope, man. So shout out to Adam Ray, man. I appreciate that, brother.
That's smart. I like that.
Yeah.
That's why every artist that comes here, though, too, that works here, they do that. They'll stencil something up, the size, give them the options. That's the best thing, giving them options, in my opinion. Giving the customer options.
Yeah, I feel like that too, because especially like your job as manager in the shop.
Yeah.
So pretty much like you're manager of the shop. You've seen so many things, with tattoo artists and clients and everything like that. So obviously I get the whole point of like trying to steer them right. And then, we do have the portfolio, so the portfolio is pretty much gonna help them out. But man, there's been some crazy like. Being here at the shop, I just want to know like what crazy experience have you had with like customers, like like what I mean, like
the drunk ones,
the drunk ones
that come here. That's bad, man.
So
you gotta kick them out when they come in here with that, bro.
So I had for years. I have obviously the big thing about tattoo shops is like you don't want anybody to come in and drunk and stuff.
Or high or whatever.
Man, I had a situation where I had some dudes come in here drunk, high, whatever, and they were getting tattooed. So obviously in the beginning we didn't see it as they were drunk, like they were talking. There was no like moving like this, or like low key, like we smelled something off them. But nothing crazy. Like maybe they took like 2 shots, 3 shots, 2 shots of it, and it just on a breath type shit. So we allowed them to get tattooed and stuff. But I'm telling you, like, one of the kids went to the bathroom in the shop and threw up everywhere in the freaking shop, and like he was there for, like he threw up. I think he shit on himself. I swear to you, I think he shit on himself. It was horrible. So after they got done tattooing, like literally, I had another manager at the shop.
I remember.
And I had told him, like I think he went to the bathroom and he got mad. He was like, "What the fuck?" And it was just shit and throw up. It was bad. And I just told him, I was like, "Yo, you manager, bro. You gotta clean this up." So he was so mad about it, and we get that a lot, man. Not a lot, but
once in a blue moon.
But I feel like also, the drunk ones, obviously, I think that's a big thing too, because then you get the ones that's like the females that are drunk.
They start crying.
They start crying.
What? Just start crying.
So
bro.
what do you mean crying? You had somebody here crying?
Yeah.
What?
I think they were getting like a cover up of an ex or some shit like that. Started crying and shit, bro. That shit was bad, bro.
But like she was.
I wanted to go home.
But she was. But when she was
home.
crying, she just cried out of nowhere. Was it something that triggered her?
Out of nowhere, bro. Cause you was drunk. So.
Okay, but what triggered her?
I don't know. I wasn't in the state. I couldn't go in the station because it was, I guess, in a private more area. So I just fucking heard her crying and shit.
Because I think we had somebody like that was crying, but like we were playing music that she like reminded her of her ex.
Oh, yeah.
She was drunk. She reminded her ex, and she wanted us to change it.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, can y'all change that?" And we're like, "No, we like this song." And she's just like, "I want you to change it. You should be listening to the clients." And we're just like, no, like we wanted.
I was up here and I heard that shit. I never heard Isaiah's yell before. But bro, I'm like, is that Isaiah's yell back? I'm like, nigga, I don't even want to fucking go back there.
I feel like you crying and said, "Oh man, that's on you."
Yeah, that was bad.
That's sad. But I'm not changing my music.
Man, fuck that.
I like that song.
Yeah.
Well, me and my ex did too. But that's on y'all.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm probably that.
But yeah, that's the big thing though. Not the big thing, but that's the worst part. The fucking people that come in here high and drunk and shit. I can't stand it.
I feel like I had some crazy things, bro. For years I had crazy things. So, I had one. I feel like in the tattoo shop, the amount of years I've been tattooing, I feel like I've seen so many crazy things. Like I had one chick that I was tattooing her, and she was in so much pain that shorty fought it.
Oh damn!
Like literally. Like she was just like, and it was just, she was just one night, and I was like, oh, okay, what I mean? Like, was I gonna stop? I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to tap.
That's bad.
So I had one chick like that.
But you hate it when the client isn't hygienic too. Like what they got, you know what I mean? Like if they didn't take a shower.
Oh, that's the worst ever. I feel like that's number one.
Right.
Number one, you come into a tattoo shop, like you come in anywhere, not even a tattoo shop, anywhere, bro. And at the end of the day, like you must. If you went to the gym, you don't come to the shop. You go to the gym, you don't go to your ladies. You do not go get waxed after the gym. I'm sorry, ladies. Like for guys, you don't go to the gym and then you go get a haircut when your hair smells and you like there's gotta be that type of thing. So obviously, I had multiple of that. This is a story for another.
I know. I'm just saying. I know that's funny.
But like when it comes down to the experience I had a chick that fainted while I tattooed her and she peed. Like on herself, like it was.
I wasn't here for
wild.
that, but I didn't know the story.
But I had one. Oh my god, this is the one that drives me crazy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. And tattoo artists out there, owners out there, everybody out there that experienced this, comment about this. Tell me your story about this. But check it. The one thing I hate is couples.
Oh, I got you. I know what you mean.
You feel me?
I know what you mean. And they're over your shoulder.
Bro,
like, yo,
one thing that bothers me, is these couples.
Yeah.
Like where a dude comes in with a shorty, shorty gets a tattoo.
Yeah.
Once you get a tattoo, old boy's over your shoulders.
Yeah.
While you tattooing, like bro, you need to sit your ass over there, right? And I'm tattooing. If I want your girl, I'll get your girl. But sit your ass right over there. Simple. I had this one couple. I don't know what's going on in their life, their relationship. They're a grown couple. And no lie, I tattooed this older lady, whatever tattooing. I guess she always wanted to get tattooed, she said, behind her thigh. She wanted some Playboy bunnies behind her thigh.
Oh, he told me about
that. That's it.
Yeah, he told
so obviously I'm tattooing her, being professional as I am, right? And I tell my cousin, I have my cousin here. I tell my cousin, I'm like, yo, cuz, if you hear him, or hear somebody coming through the door, it could be her husband. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me know.
Give me a call, buddy.
Whistle.
Like like the station, like the front desk is there. I'm all the way in the back. Like at least say something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just in case. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where to go. And my cousin was like, all right, I got you.
I got you.
And then immediately, boom, oh boy, like, I don't know if I had a feeling. Oh boy comes running through the door. And he knew where my station was, so he just came rolling down the aisle. And my cousin just stuck right there. Like, stuck in the front desk. So the guy opens the curtain and starts wilding on her.
Yeah.
Not
on you.
No, not on me, not on me.
Yeah.
He was wilding on the wife. He was telling her, like, oh, like saying crazy stuff about her. Yeah. And she's over here, like, yelling at him, yelling at her. Then he snatches her ring and, he freaking throws it on her chest. And, it was wild. And I'm just sitting there with my gloves and I'm like, what's going on, right? So then sooner or later, like, he walks away and she throws the ring right across my shop. So my cousin's in the front. And the guy, he's like, looks down and he's like, tells my cousin, if you find it, right, keep it. It's worth a lot. So my cousin's like, it's right here. I'm like, no. What you mean? What do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? So he was like, oh, no, give it to him. And he took it, right? So I got stuck with this lady with her freaking, in her underwear. And she's sitting here, like, crying. And I didn't know what to do. I got gloves on, so I'm just like, are you alright? Yeah. And she was like, and I'm just like, and she was like, and I was like,
oh my God.
Alright. I was like, you want to stop? We can stop, come back into it, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was probably like the biggest thing that I've ever had when it came down to couples. And I had the coolest thing where, like, it's not always been bad with couples. It's been some great experience with couples that came in and get a tattoo. Mm-hmm. But I hate the couples that come in bad. So I don't care if you're a jealous girl or you're a jealous guy. Do not come into the tattoo shop with that jealousy vibe.
Yeah.
I ain't having it. We ain't having it. But at the end of the day, I had some good ones. Yeah. Where I actually had a client who came in with his girl to get tattooed. Well, she was getting tattooed. Mm-hmm. And my man put me to the side and said, yo, I want to propose to my girl. In the tattoo. Because I guess, she likes tattoo, he likes tattoo. So I'm like, bet. Yeah. And then sooner or later, like, I was like, let me see what I could do. So she was getting some writing on her arm. Okay. So what I did, I switched up the writing where it says, will you marry me? Right? So I put some, like, I covered up the stencil with with barrier film. Yeah. And so she didn't see it. Mm-hmm. So then I put the stencil down. She sees her design on the table, but I was like, oh yeah, got it. To fake it out, I put it on her arm. Mm-hmm. Put the stencil on. Mm-hmm. And then sooner or later I took it off and I was like, oh, check it out. Tell me what you think. Mm-hmm. And she was like, what do you? You know what I mean? So then she looked at her man, and her man's already on his knees, and he proposed. So that was like, those are the cool moments. That's a beautiful thing. Like, I was able to be part of that. Cherish that. I think I got the video. If I do got the video, I promise you I'll post that for you guys. I believe, I'm hoping, I'm praying that the couple is together. You know what I mean? So that's dope. If you are, comment below and say you are.
Please.
So that's dope because I'm like low key like a reverend. Like I'm the pastor. Like, I feel like I'm married, John. I'm married, John. So if anybody looking to get married, you have this 36 tattoo parlor. I'll do it.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, right?
No, I love that fucking.
Yeah, Jerry would be the ring boy.
I'll be the ring boy. And the flower.
No. We're gonna have our whole team become part of your wedding. We're gonna have Primo as the flower guy. We're gonna have Luisito as the guy don't got a best man. We make Luisito the best man. He's a sharp looking dude. You know what I mean?
What can Mahoo do? What can he do?
Mahoo could be the wedding planner.
Oh, yeah. He be showing those Indian weddings.
Yeah, he could be a wedding planner. In fact, on the real shit, I think that Mahoo could definitely be like.
Definitely.
And so, and then Jerry's gonna be ring guy.
I'll be the
What will Isaiah be?
I don't know. What could he be? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
He'll keep somebody company.
That's if you need advice. Relationship advice.
Relationship advice. He'll tell Isaiah. You know what I mean? Isaiah should be like, she's the one, or you're not. Run. You know what I mean? So he'd be advice. He'd be a wedding. He'd be a
consultant. The wedding consultant.
So we got a whole team here for your wedding now. But
I like.
But I feel like I feel like it's dope, man. I think the experience of the tattoo shop. I feel like the vibe of the tattoo shop is great. And the team that we got is great. But in the end of the day, man, you know what I mean? Tattoos are the icebreaker. So, you know, being there, having that conversation, even if you're not into the tattoo industry or you are in the tattoo industry, tattoos are an icebreaker to even, you know, meet a spouse, a relationship, a friend, a barber, anybody. So, you know, I would pretty much say, man, this is what the show is, man. Roll the sleeves. We got a lot more coming. You know what I mean? We're going to have a lot more people come on here and, you know, give us their experience about tattoos and how they started and, you know, even to the point of their success. So stay tuned. It's your boy, Tattoos by JB.
It's your boy, Jerry.
And roll the sleeves. Let's go.
Thanks for watching.